Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I abruptly took like a 2-week break and I'm back, and I thought we could just kind of start with a planner chit chat. So there's a lot of stuff in front of me. I'm gonna go through it one by one, kind of talk about why I took a break, how it connects to my planners, just talk. So if that sounds good to you, I hope that you stick around. My name is Jay. On this channel, I tend to create a lot of planner organization content. And then I also just do some things for the fun of it because I enjoy it. So sometimes I'll do makeup content. I've done a couple of vlogs, and yeah, it's really just my creative corner on the internet. So yeah, I would love to have you join me. If that kind of content sounds good to you, please take a second to like and subscribe. It'd be greatly appreciated. And let's just hop into this pile. So sorry you guys, just so you guys know, my window's open, so if you hear a little bit of like ambient sound, that's why. It's hot here. I'm trying to make do. I turned off the fan, so I'm just gonna have the window open just because I could hear the fan in the last video I did. Anyway, so in front of me here is a stack of planner stuff that I'm either currently using. I took a break from planning because I was dealing with some mental health stuff. I've just been like really going through it. So I took a break from planning for about a week. And now I'm trying to like hop back in, and I just kind of have everything that I've used recently sitting here. By recently, probably within like the past month. So I think we're gonna go through each of the things, talk about if I plan to continue using it or not, and why I've come to that decision. And yeah, I think that's just going to be the structure of this. This video is going to be pretty chill, if you can't already tell. So yeah, let's just hop right into it. Let's actually start with my Hobo Weeks. So my Hobo Weeks is my main planner. And I started off the year with it. It's what I used all last year, and I love this planner. So yeah, I absolutely love this planner. In a lot of ways, this planner is home to me, in that I've been using it for so long. I know exactly the layout that I like. I know how to make it functional. I know it works for me. I know this planner inside and out in a number of ways. So this is my main planner, has been all year long. And I don't know where I'm at right now with it. So I absolutely love this planner. I will buy one for next year, I'm pretty sure at this point. It's a great book. I have been toying with something else though. And I'll show you what that is and why, but it comes with a little bit of a story. So during my little break, when I stopped using this planner and like I stopped trying to force it and I just like put it down and stepped away. When I came back and was like, okay, I want to write, like I just need a place to write a bunch of stuff down. I actually went to my friend Lauren, her Instagram, Theory of Lauren, and there is this one spread, and she uses Stalogy. She's back in a Hobonichi cousin, but for about a year now she's been in Stalogy, so she draws out her spreads. And there's this one picture that I just kept going back to, and I loved the spread and the idea of it. So I pulled out my B6 Stalogy because I had one. I don't have an A5 Stalogy for planning, so I just pulled out my B6 because it was like the most comparable, which is this book. So if you're new to the channel, I used a B6 Stalogy earlier this year while I was in university and finishing up my degree, and I used it just as daily pages. So I just got a blank page per day and I just wrote. But that spread that I saw Lauren use really prompted me to try and use this as a actual planner. So I set it up in this spread and I used it for the first 2 days, and then I just kind of dropped off of it. I even set up the next week and I just kind of dropped off of it. But there were some key things that I really enjoyed about this. I enjoyed how the page was bigger and I just felt like I could just jot things down. There's something for me that is, I guess, like fussy in a way about the Hobonichi Weeks because the pages are so short. Like, I always have to make sure that I am like sitting in the right position or careful that my hand doesn't fall off the side of the page. There's something about that fussiness, and I think because I'm not in school, I'm just not spending as much time sitting at my desk. So there's a lot of things that may pop into my head, or things I need to do, or things that I would jot down in my planner if I was sitting at my desk like I had been when I was in school for like 8 hours a day. And I really love writing in my Hobonichi Weeks at a desk, but I'm not at my desk all the time anymore. I'm at work. I'm in my bed hanging out. I'm sitting on the couch. Like, I'm just in a different physical environment, and it's as if there's like a mental block there between me writing in my Hobonichi Weeks and being at my desk to do so in a way that I like my handwriting in my weeks. So even though I didn't stick with the B6, I really enjoyed having more space. So this actually, and I almost bought an A5 Stalogy. But I decided not to because I'm trying not to just buy all of the things. And I pulled out my A5, what is this called? A5 Day Free from Hobonichi. So my A5 Day Free from Hobonichi, I started off the year as it being my journal. So I would use, the monthly spreads to write down a memory per day. And then in these pages back here, I've got like long form journaling, and that's how I was using it. But towards probably about 2 months ago, I stopped using this as my journal. I wanted something I could take with me. And because at that time I was going to a couple of different coffee shops, and I just wanted something that was a little bit more portable, and I started using my Traveler's Notebook, which is here, and we'll talk about it in a second, as my main journal. So this kind of left this book just sitting on my shelf because I'd already started it. It's dated, so it has to be used this year, so it's not like I can just be like, okay, I'll get to it someday. So it just kind of left this book with no real purpose. So when I thought, hey, I really like this B6 Stalogy a lot for that weekly view, I don't have an A5 Stalogy, so let me just try it out in my A5 Day Free because I'm not using it right now. So that led me to this spread, which I have been really enjoying. The fact that I can just take my pen and jot things down and not have to worry about my hand falling off the page and not have to worry about my writing. I'm using even a pen that I don't love the way my handwriting looks, but it doesn't smudge and I can highlight over it if I want to. So there's something even that feels less fussy about this, and just more like utilitarian. And I'm really liking that feeling. So I don't know. I've been enjoying it. It was a pretty easy spread to set up. And if you look close enough, it's got the hallmarks of a Hobonichi Weeks, right? Like, I've got this space over here. Granted, it's a lot larger because it's an A5 size, but it's a horizontal spread. I've got this space over here where I'm writing like a bigger thing with a character sticker. And then I have a section per day that has a to-do list. I created these boxes, which are from the Hobonichi Weeks, like these boxes on this other side of the page that's in the Hobonichi Weeks. I'm using it to jot down food. Because the box is a little bit larger, again, because it's A5, I can actually jot all the things down. And then I took the rest of the blank space and wrote a to-do, like created a to-do section and a remember section. Put a sticker down here. Like, it's very simple and it's very reminiscent of the Hobonichi Weeks. But there's something that's less fussy about this larger page size. So I've been enjoying it. I'm going to continue to use it. But I do think that I'm going to keep up with my Hobonichi Weeks, and I'll explain to you why. So about maybe 2 months ago, I got a Kinbor, which is a dupe for the Jibun Techo, and I was using it as a memory spread, and I really like this, and I think that this is really cute. This is undated, so there's not a ton of pressure. I use it whenever I want to, and I just haven't picked up in a little while. It's just an extra thing, and when I feel like I don't have like my functional planning down, the last thing I'm doing is like doing extra things as well. So I just haven't touched this in a while, and I'm okay with it. This could sit on my shelf for 4 years and me not touch it again because it's undated. Whenever I want to, I can hop back into it. But because I'm not doing any sort of memory planning in here, which is what this was originally purchased for, I'm thinking I can do my functional planning in here and still keep up with my weeks and just have it be memory stuff for now. Because I know myself to know that eventually I'm going to want to be back at my Hobonichi weeks. It's how it goes. This is the same kind of cycle I go on every year since I found the weeks. I'm not surprised that we're here. I've talked about fighting this urge all year, since about April, since I graduated, and I'm done fighting it. It's not worth it anymore. I'm gonna use my A5 Day Free as a functional planner. This may only last a week and a half before I'm back in my Hobonichi, but let's play along. I'm going to continue to use this and keep up with my Hobonichi weeks just for fun as a memory planner. And when I want to go back into it, it'll still be completely set up. The pages won't be empty, which are things that I hate about planners sometimes. So this is kind of a compromise, you know? I'm still keeping my weeks in my life. It's still going to get used. For now, I'm going to use the A5 Day Free and this really utilitarian spread with the functional pen, and that's going to be my planning for right now. That's it. We're using these two. This is for fun, this is for functional, and we'll just keep up with it for now. And then for journaling, I'm using my Traveler's Notebook. So I just got a new one. This is actually, it just got delivered today. This is the limited edition. I was gonna do an unboxing, but I was like, so many people have already seen this because this is the second round of them. So I didn't film it. I just kind of like enjoyed it and went through the process of opening on its own. It does come in this really pretty box though, and it was really nice to just open it. And go through like all of the things. I had a fun time this morning, okay? But this has like been my journal. So I've been going through some personal development stuff, and that's been in this insert. And then I've got a second insert back here, which is just like freeform journaling. And I've been liking this. This I think kind of kickstarted the desire for my planning to be not fussy, because in here I'm decorating some of the pages, but some of the pages I'm not, and it's very just free-form writing. There's no constraints, there's no obligation in terms of like, I feel like I need to decorate this. None of that is happening in my Traveler's Notebook, and I've been really liking that and gravitating towards it for that reason. I don't think the Traveler's Notebook will ever be a functional thing for me. I just don't think it would work. There are some things about the TN like system that I still don't love. I don't love that like the thing doesn't lay flat unless you clip it. That doesn't seem functional for me. I don't like the multiple different books. It's not bad in here because I have 2 books and they have 2 distinct purposes, but I wouldn't want like a monthly insert and a weekly insert and a daily. No, thank you. So this system really does work though for me for journaling, and I've been trying for years to make it work for planning, and I just need to come to the realization that it doesn't work for planning, but journaling, it's going really well. So I'm going to continue to use this just for journaling, and then memory keeping, and then functional planning. Oh, I also had this in the stack. This was my Planner Monkey Co. Freely Noted notebook, and I set this up and I used it for like 2 weeks, I think. And I just realized that right now I don't need a space for a daily. I don't need it. I bought this to put in the back of my cover, so I'd have like 2 books in here. So I'd have my weekly stuff and then my daily stuff. And I just realized that it's just not needed right now, you know, just because I'm not super busy. So love this notebook, would recommend this notebook to anyone. It's so beautifully constructed. I love the paper in here. I love the paper in here more than the actual Tomoe River version of Tomoe River paper that Hobonichi uses, which it will be changing for next year. But this paper is amazing. It's so good. I'm just not using it right now, and it's undated, and I have that choice not to. So it's going to get put on the back burner for a little bit. It's just a blank notebook. I don't even have to use it for planning. I could use it for something else. But in case you get any questions, this is currently not being used. So that leaves us with these 3 on, and then the B6, the Planner Monkey, and the Kinbor are gonna get shelved for now. And I think I'm good with that. So given everything that I've just kind of talked about, the question becomes, what am I gonna do about my plan with me? So ever since I've started my channel, I have done a weekly plan with me video, and that weekly plan with me video has been whatever planner I'm currently using for function. So it's been predominantly my Hobonichi week since I started my channel. I've also done a pocket. Actually, no, I started my channel with being in pocket rings. And then I think I went back to my Hobonichi weeks, and then I tried A6, and then it's just been back in my Hobonichi weeks ever since then, and it hasn't changed. So because I do plan on doing this for function and this for memory keeping, I could still have the videos be about the Hobonichi weeks, and it just be like, the spreads are going to look the same. Even though it's memory planning, I still want to keep like my style of spread to remain the same. But it's obviously back planning instead of forward future planning. So I'm just not sure. But then I'm also like, okay, if I have it be what I'm using as my functional planner, I mean, there isn't much deco going on here. There really isn't. So there wouldn't be much to film. Like, all I have for deco are 2 pieces of washi, like one at the top, one at the bottom, some headers, and 1 sticker and a script. So there's not a lot going on decoration wise, and all of these things have been added in naturally. All of these things have been added in naturally as the week has progressed. So what would I film the plan with me for if I do it in here? Because the majority of it is just organically happening throughout my life. It's not like I'm sitting down and have like a substantial weekly prep to do like I did with this. So I don't know what to do with my videos now, because I don't know. I guess I have some questions for you guys. So is the idea of me doing a back plan every week as my plan with me video, is that interesting to you guys? It would mean that I'd actually be able to fill out a spread for you guys, because that never happens, because it's always me prepping for the next week. So I've never been able to fill out a spread to completion on camera with you guys. So that could be fun. Or even though I don't have a lot going on and the video would be quite short, would you want me to still do the plan with me in here? Like, are you just more interested in seeing the functional setup? I don't know. I don't know what the answer is here, so I'm kind of reaching out to you guys. Let me know down below your thoughts, feelings, and opinions about all the stuff I've talked about, but also particularly what you would like the videos to be about going forward. I'm not opposed to doing maybe 1 week where I can do 2 plan with me's and show you this one and the Hobonichi weeks. But at some point, like, I'm not gonna be able to film 2 plan with me's each week. So it's gonna have to come down to a choice as to which is gonna be the one I film. And I'm just not sure. I'm just not sure. And I would love your guys' input. So let me know down below. Anyway, thank you guys for hanging out with me on this long chit chat. I rambled a lot, but that's kind of what's been going on. And yeah, I thought I would just share, because I've been trying to find like my footing with planning right now, given how I'm feeling. and just having this blank empty space that I can do with what I want and it be a larger size has been really comforting, and it feels more so like I'm writing in a notebook as opposed to a planner. Like, even though I'm using it as a planner, do you guys understand? Like, that's how it feels because of the large form factor, and writing in a notebook feels a lot more casual than writing in a planner. So anyway, I've talked ad nauseum about this. I'm gonna go. Before you head out, I would love if you take a second to like and subscribe. It'd be greatly appreciated, and I'm gonna catch you guys next time.